I did so many wrong things in this instance. It don't make no sense. Like, I look back at all the things that I did wrong to lose on all the money that I lost, and I'm like, wow, I must have had a mental illness. But that's what I'm here for now, to share with you guys my experience, not commit the same atrocities. It is what it ain't. It's your boy Carlton with another video for anything, everything. Where I talk about anything I want and everything that comes to my mind. And today, I got a good one for y'all, boy. I got a good one for y'all. A good one. But before I give it to you, let me show you my I'm tripping face. That's my damn I'm tripping face. Because I did so many wrong things in this instance, it does not make no sense. It don't make no sense. Like, I look back at all the things that I did wrong to lose on all the money that I lost, and I'm like, wow, I must have had a mental illness.
Stop it. Get some help.
I had a problem. But that's what I'm here for now, to share with you guys my experience, my losses, so you do not commit the same atrocities. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, you real green. And if you ain't from Florida, green mean like, yeah, I'll tell them what green mean in the comments. I ain't got time to explain it. I got all these other videos teaching y'all how to make money, how to boost y'all credit. The second I tell you how I lost some money, now this is your first time watching my video, you green. Anywho, let's move on with it. So this video, I'm going to be as explicit as I can be. I'm going to be as transparent as I can be and tell you guys everything that I did wrong. First thing first, I didn't lose the whole 30,000 by myself. I went on a business deal with my brother. He put up 15,000, I put up 15,000. So, and it just hit me, another thing that happened in the deal that was too good to be true, and it just hit me. Anywho, there was this guy that my brother was friends with named Aaron Lewis, right? And he owns a company called Alpha CCTV. And my brother was on the phone with him, and he's like, whatchamacallit, we can create a business where we set up a business in the Philippines, and we'll do like a surveillance business where we would monitor other people's surveillances for them remotely, and that he has access to cameras that's so high tech to where it's like, if someone comes in your establishment that's caused problems before, the camera would automatically pick it up and you'd be able to alert authorities if they was already, told not to come back or whatever the case may be. If anybody do like a violent action, the camera would be able to pick it up and automatically alert authorities. A ton of things like that, right? And so what we would do is we would basically get businesses to subscribe to our services and charge them. I think it was like $100 per camera, and the minimum cameras you had to set up was 10. I don't even remember. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do remember was every location and business we were setting up, we were supposed to be making at least like $600, right? And we would monitor all the cameras for them, so they don't have to pay like a security guard to monitor the cameras. And we would be making money because we would be setting up in the Philippines, and people from the Philippines would be doing it, and everything in the Philippines is cheap. The labor was going to be paying employees like $500 a month, and that's good. Like, that's a good wage for people in the Philippines. The rent was like $750 a month or less than that, but everything was cheap, and we're going to scale the business, make money. We'll do okay. Boom, they come up with that business idea, we sit down, they create the contract agreements and everything like that, and he's like, okay, you guys put up 30 and I'll put up 30 myself, right? Boom, this is the first place where I went wrong. First, I should have talked to successful in business and talk to them about that at business. Like, how you feel about this idea? Do you think this is that can be successful? Not to say that if they said no, that I wasn't gonna go through with it. I'm pretty sure you guys watched Shark Tank before, and there's been plenty of times where businesses go on Shark Tank looking for funding, and the sharks is like, no, this business is not good, it's gonna fail, and then the person leaves Shark Tank and they end up being successful. So it's not to say that successful people have all the answers, but their insight definitely matters. So what I first should have did was I should have bring that to them and ask them, how do they feel about it? Do they think it would be successful? Then from there, when that contract was written up, what I should have did was I should have had my lawyer look at it. I read it by myself, and obviously my understanding is a bit limited especially when it comes to contracts and business negotiations, so I should have had my lawyer look at it. And what makes it worse on my part was I actually had a lawyer on retainer at that time, but the reason I didn't want to bring him into it is because he was specifically for my car rental business. So I'm like, he just do car rental business, I'm not going to bring him in this. I feel like this is simple enough for me to handle, and that's nothing is too simple for you to handle. Trust me, don't let your mind get to that point to think that you have everything under control. You have to to run everything through everybody before you actually pull the trigger. No matter how successful you become, still consult other people. And it's so funny, they even have this rule with scientists. Like when they're studying something, they have something called peer review, where the other scientists will review whatever information they came upon and make sure that everything lines up. So regardless how smart you think you are, how successful you are, don't think you can handle everything by yourself. Still running through lawyers, still running through other business associations, things like that. Boom. This is where I messed up the biggest. This is where like all hell broke loose. I should have never did it. Boom. I gave him the money under his personal name. I wrote a $30,000 check for my business into his personal name to start the business venture. And you never, ever want to do that, ever. No matter how good it sounds, if somebody tells you to write a check to their personal bank account for business transaction, you don't do it. This can correlate with like real estate. If you're getting ready to buy a property, you're not going to just send the money to the person. No, you have to get a title company involved. The title company acts as a mediator. They search for all the liens and violations and all the stuff like that and give you all the information on the property, and you send the money to them. You don't send the money to someone's personal account. You never do that. And I actually did that in another instance where, because of me, my associates ended up losing out on $90,000 because I didn't know any better and I allowed them to send money to personal account instead of the title company. You live and you learn. But anywho, what I should have did was, if we're going into business together, both of our names are on the LLC. What I should have did was make sure we have a bank account open where we both have access to that account and then put the money in there. That's simple. That's what I should have did. Any money was going to come out, we needed transactional receipts, everything like that. That's why I messed up the biggest at. But another thing that I could have did was look into this person. I should have did a background check on him. And guess what? Come to find out, I did a case search on him through Broward County court system. And come to find out, he had like 3 different lawsuits with the same thing. So essentially, he was running a pyramid scheme to where he was telling people, this is how much we can make, this is the business we can do. He'll show people his account. He has probably like $250,000 coming in every month. He's living in a nice apartment. He has all these cars. So everything looks good on surface level. And then it's like you read all these cases, when someone sues you, they file a complaint. And he was giving people the same pitch. Everybody was getting the same pitch, and he ended up getting sued. I should have did that. I should have Googled his name or whatever the case may be, done the research on him. I should have get to know him a little better before I decided to get into business with him. Because you can make money with anybody, but you should never get into business with anybody. You got to understand the difference. If you're a person that provides a service, I can easily, refer a customer to you. You pay me out a commission or referral. Okay, woo. But if we're getting to the point where I'm a manager, you're a manager, where there's no such thing as 50-50, but I'm gonna just say it. We're 50-50 partners, and you need to know that person for real. Obviously, I did it off the strength of my brother vouching for him, but obviously I should have never took his word. I should have did my own due diligence. Not to say that he was a liar, or because he was swindled by this too. He lost his money on this too. So it's not to say that intentionally, deceived me or anything, but it's to say that it don't matter who vouches for you. If it ain't Jesus Christ himself that's vouching for you, I'm going to need to do my own due diligence and figure out who you are and get to know you and things like that. And ask the right questions. So that's how we lost out on $30,000. And honestly, I'm not in the mood to sue him, because suing people is just it's so annoying. Because even after you sue that person, if they're a business owner, it's way harder to get your money, because all they have to do is just open up another business. And if you sue their business and then directly, they don't have to really keep money in their account. They can just keep money in a separate business account. And there's so many different ways you can go about it. But if you're suing someone that works a 9-to-5, it's way easier, because you can garnish their wages and things like that. So that's the difference. But yeah, man, that's how I messed up. But like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if there's any other thing that I could have done to save myself from this ridiculous situation. See you guys next time. Peace.